Welcome back to my channel. If you guys have not seen episode 118, leave the video, go to Crunchyroll, go to Funimation and watch it, and then come back. If you guys have not seen my prediction for 119, go back to my channel, go to the video section. It's just a recent upload video, so go watch it and then come back to this so you guys will be up to date. So now this is just a prediction how I think the arc will conclude. I did mention in theory in one of my videos, but I want to dedicate this video to it. So we all know Goku will be facing Jiren at some point down the road in the arc. We also know his Ultra Instinct will be a hell of a lot more powerful. Now, will he master it by the time he faces Jiren? That remains to be seen. In my prediction, I do, however, think Goku will master this form by then. As this fight continues on, we're going to finally see what Ultra Instinct is all about. Why all the gods of destruction are very wary, like a mortal like Goku can attain this godly-like power. For the time being, we only saw it and got a taste of the portion of this new godly power. So right now, we don't understand 100% what Ultra Instinct can really do. We know what it is, but we really haven't seen it at full power and in action. Now, before I go on to address this theory, I've been seeing a lot of comments in the comment section of Reddit, as well as on YouTube, about Vegito, the possible return of Vegito. So I want to say this: I love Vegito. I have nothing against the character. I was ecstatic when he made his return to the series in the Future Trunks arc. The last time we seen Vegito before this was in Dragon Ball Z when he was facing Super Buu. When Vegeta and Goku fused, when Vegeta came back from the other world, he was still dead, but him and Goku finally put aside their differences and finally fused. Then we see it in the Future Trunks arc. Their back was against the corner. Merged the monster was too powerful, and they finally fused again. In the episode of his return, when we saw Goku ask Kawasu why the Patora fusion didn't stay permanent, then he goes on to explain to them they're not the Supreme Kai, so that's why it's not permanent and it will only last for half an hour. So once the two Saiyan Warriors fused, you can see how great Vegito's powers were. I mean, it was extremely devastating. I mean, this dude, he shook the core of the Supreme Kai because of his power. But because their power was so great, it was too much for the Patora fusion to hold for half an hour. We only had him for like what, 4 to 5 minutes in the episode, and we got all hyped up because they brought him back, and we barely got to see this dude in action. But because their power was so great, it was too much for the Patora fusion to sustain. Now I know a lot of people were saying that, but what about Kefla? Kefla Super Saiyan 2 was very great. I don't think Kefla's power could rival the god as well as the gods of destruction. She doesn't have key power. Yes, she's extremely strong between the fusion of Kale, the legendary berserker form, and Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa. You combine those two powers. Yes, it's very great. However, it's nowhere near the power of Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. So to bring Vegito back is not logical because why? They're too powered. Vegeta and plus Vegeta went into the hyperbolic time chamber, so he's a lot more stronger when he came out of the Future Trunks arc. And Goku has been training for a long period of time. So you add these two powers going up to the tournament of power, it's not gonna be able to hold the power together, and the Patora fusion is only gonna last what, 5 seconds. So it doesn't make any logical sense. Maybe down the road they'll do the fusion dance, but still, even with the fusion dance, because they're so powerful, it's still gonna cut their time more than half. So the fusion is, I don't think he's not coming back. It's not gonna make any sense, and if they do, it's gonna be a plot hole because then we're gonna see what Vegito lasting a lot more longer than what he did in the Future Trunks arc. But the Vegito in the Future Trunks arc will be a lot more weaker than Ultra Instinct Vegito. So to bring Vegito back is not the smart move. So what's gonna happen is we're going to see Goku get Ultra Instinct, and this time his form will be a lot different than the past two times we saw. He'll more than likely perfect Ultra Instinct, the key, as well as mastering self movement. So two times that we've seen Goku use it, he didn't have his own power supply. Well, the first time he didn't. He used the Genki Dama as a battery. Then the second time he used a little bit more than half of his power supply, and he was beginning to have a better handle of his power. He even said it when he told Kefla, he's like, I'm finally getting the hang of Ultra Instinct. So what we're going to see is Goku and Jiren are going to have an all-out battle. Since Goku is going to master this form, he's going to force Jiren to use all of his power, and we're going to finally see what this dude is all about. But Goku will be the victor in this major final bout, and he's going to be extremely exhausted, and what's going to happen is Frieza, like he always does, he always takes advantage of everybody. he's going to knock Goku off the ring. Vegeta and the rest of Universe 7 will not like this. Vegeta at some point, in my opinion, is going to challenge Frieza, and Frieza is going to begin to overwhelm him because this time around, he mastered his golden form. It's not like what we saw in Resurrection F. It's not like what we saw in the beginning of the series when Frieza just attained this form and he rushed to Earth and he barely got a handle of this form and the form was draining his stamina. This time around, he was able to master it and he had a better handle of his power. So I do think he's going to overwhelm Vegeta. But at some point in the fight, just like Goku, Vegeta will break through his shell and he will attain Ultra Instinct. He'll knock Frieza off the ring and go on to win the tournament. The reason why I want this to happen because Vegeta did promise Kappa that when he wins the Super Dragon Ball, he's going to revive Universe 6. So I want Vegeta to be able to do this so he can have an opportunity to meet his own people. Remember, he was robbed of his childhood by Frieza blowing up Planet Vegeta. Vegeta never really grew up throughout his entire life with his people and become the king of his people. He was taking that away. So granted, Universe 6 Saiyans are different from Universe 7, but still, at the end of the day, they are his blood, they are his people, and he was also the Prince of all Saiyans as well. So it would be very nice. And it would be nice for him to avenge his people, to finally lay the smackdown on Frieza. I thought he was going to have that opportunity in Resurrecting F. And of course, Dragon Ball Super does him dirty and make Goku win it. So hopefully this time around, they eliminate Goku and let Vegeta be the victor. Just change things up, switch it up. Vegeta is also the main character. Vegeta should deserve the spotlight and let him win the Tournament of Power. I doubt the erasure for Universe 6 will stay permanent. But as far as the rest of the universe, I don't think they'll be coming back anytime soon. No way in hell. They better not bring back Universe 2. They better not bring back Ribian. I swear to God, I will smack Toriyama and call him Susan if they bring it back. But overall, Chomp the Universe will likely be the one to revive because he is well liked among the fandom and Dragon Ball community in my opinion. But we'll see how this goes as far as the arc continues to progress. But in theory, this is how I think the arc should conclude. If you guys agree with me, put that in the comment section. If you guys have a different kind of theory how you think the arc will conclude, put it in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think. You guys let me know if my theory is on point and you think it's accurate enough that it might actually happen. If not, tell me why. I want to listen to what you guys have to say about this because I know the fandom has a lot of theories on, especially with Vegito possibly making a comeback, or how the fight against Jiren with Goku and Jiren is going to happen, or what Vegeta is going to do since he just saw Kappa get erased. So if you guys like my video, put like on my video. And if you guys want more content, just subscribe to my channel. Have a good one.